or no? Let's get the lip color out of the way, darlings. So, just wanted to mention the buildability, that's a word, hopefully, of the Rush. Because somebody was on our site and asking what my friend, because she is one of our lip models, and she's very full lips, and a very subtle color she had on, and they were wondering what color that was, and it's Rush. So it can be very, hi Rachel! Yay! Thank you for joining me, darling. Hope you're enjoying your lip enhancers. So the color is, the Rush can be very subtle, like this, I'm wearing it now. And that was the color. So we kind of, on the website, I think there was a glitch, so where it wasn't showing, when you clicked on the color, the different models, like it was just stuck on one picture. But the picture was this. So you can build it and make it more, more purpley, or it can be more subtle. You like ginger the best? Wow, Rachel, because of the extra tingle. Ginger's the one that we have that has the ginger essential oil, not essential oil, but CO2 extract. It's the whole, it's not just essential oil, it's the whole root or herb or whatever when you get a CO2 extract. It's very neutral color, and yes it is. Here it is. Here's our ginger. It's very neutral. I like it too. Excellent. Yeah, ginger's very neutral. I'm going with my little purpley, more goth look. I have my lapis lazuli Wonder Woman bracelet on. You still haven't? Oh dear. Ginger, you'll get to try it, Mom. I assure you. It definitely has a gingery smell as well, so that's good. Yes, and the amethyst. I just like this look because I can't stop wearing black sleeves or shrugs, they call them ballet world. NMN, guys. So I had tried a different sublingual. They were like a little pill. I can't remember the brand now. And when I ran out, I just stopped. The LED, yes, I just bought the LED from New Face. Well, I have an LED light device that you lay under. I just like that better than one that you actually hold up to your face. Although I can see why people might like that. But LED has like science-backed, it actually works. I don't use mine often enough. It's kind of become a little, just like a little table for some other stuff on it. So, because it's a little, I like though that you can kind of just put on a meditation or, a podcast and lay under it. It can get your whole face and your décolletage all at once. LED lights, the one I have also has like the red, far infrared. It kind of is similar to far infrared. And a lot of devices says far infrared and the LED, and it has some molecular, cellular shifts. Like people do a lot of the blue one for acne, helps kill bacteria. Apparently the bacteria that causes a lot of acne. But also it helps rejuvenate cells, and people rave about how their skin looks better and everything. Hi, Roxy. Roxy Swartz. Haven't seen you around. Thank you for joining. Yes. So it does a lot of great things, and people there's all sorts of devices. If you could check on YouTube, everyone's doing all these devices. There's one that was like a mask over your face that looks really cool. No. Okay. My phone is not very charged. Darn it. And can you guys hear me okay? It stimulates cellular, I guess, growth. Yeah. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different wavelengths. You guys, I'm going to take out my mic. I wonder if it's any different. You guys hear me any differently? Or is that the same? I had to plug in my phone because it's my ancient 7. I have a 7 phone, and it loses battery very quickly. You can hear me better? Okay, so my mic, I guess, doesn't work very well. Great. Good to know. So M&M, yeah, check out LED lights. Okay, so remember you had the big, yeah, that you lie under, yeah. So I mean, there's so many different devices. I think you just want to make sure that yours has the wavelength in range of, you know, the science, which I can't remember offhand exactly what that is, but a handheld one might work better for you. You can do it, you know, when you're watching Netflix or something. Because that's often when I do my Clairblend Mini, the microcurrent. But there's some devices that do like a combo. Like there's that one, Time Master Pro, which one day I think I would like to get that one day. And that has the LED light and the sort of, we already have the new face, so rafts, why I bought it. A big one you lay under would be, I think it's less work. And I have like a whole list of like podcasts, like history podcasts and stuff. Just lay under there or meditate, which I really wish I did more of. And you know, you just set the timer, and I like it better than doing this. Plus you get like, it's more efficient. It gets more range. Which brands have this specifically proven spectrum? I don't know. There's so many brands. There's way too many brands. There's a lot. There's some you can buy for like $1,600. There's one with like, I think it has more LED lights in it. That's why it's so expensive. Mine was like 200 and something on Amazon, but it was in the range. There's so many brands. There's just a lot of brands anymore because people are into it. Yeah. Because, you know, because people like it, so of course someone else wants to build a similar one. I don't know the range. They're like uh-oh. Okay, we'll do there. They don't get over my teeth. So that was Judith's recommendation rather than the finger. Although the finger is fun. M&M. So you guys, if you haven't been listening to all of the information about NMN, I always want to like M&Ms. For some reason my mouth always wants to say that. Has all these rejuvenating properties. Dr. David Sinclair, right? All the research. So this one is sublingual powder, alive by nature. But there was, most interestingly, because this month we're trying again. We took a few months off trying to get pregnant again. Because after the miscarriage, you're supposed to kind of, at least the naturopath that I was seeing, saying, you know, wait a few months to your hormones balance, and, you know, all sorts of optimizing the ovaries. Yes, it's a powder. It's kind of tart. I just put a little bit under my tongue. I don't mind weird tastes. It's not like sugary or yummy. It's just tart. Kind of. And so this, there's been studies on mice, and the reason they do so many studies on mice in science is because the mice's system is very similar to the humans. That's why all sorts of different tests are done on them for pharmaceutical and just understanding the human body. So with the test with these mice, they had some much older mice, you know, for the mice years, and they were giving them low dose M&M. I don't really know what low dose is. Like this is a scoop, which is two times a day. There's no scooper in here, so I'm not even sure what the hell. A scoop is 250 milligrams. So I could just measure out 250 milligrams, but I think that that's high. From what I was seeing, people ramp up their NMN, and it was low dose in the mice's water, and they were rejuvenated. Their ovaries were rejuvenated, and they started having litters similar to meat protein is good. Samihi. I am a meat eater. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I'm sure there's some vegans and vegetarians that would beg to differ, but I think to each his own. So there you go. Anyways, so I forgot about this, and since we were trying again, I got some, and Alive by Nature's this brand that, so YouTuber was, depending on the person's system. Yes, it depends. What depends on the person's system? What is a low dose? I guess that's true. I don't really know what a low dose is, so I was just taking a little bit. For some reason, it worked better than higher doses to rejuvenate the ovaries. Oh, meat, yes. Well, it rejuvenated the ovaries of these mice. The study that I'm trying to finish telling you about. Sorry, I am a little long-winded. The mice were having more litters at an older age when they wouldn't as much after 6 weeks of NMN, mononucleotide, nicotinamide mononucleotide. Thank you. But there's a lot of different brands, and if you haven't heard, I definitely have a video somewhere on there that is about David Sinclair. He's been interviewed multiple times by a lot of, big people like Seth Rogen, or not Seth Rogen, the Joe Rogan. I always mix it up. Seth Rogen's the actor. A lot of different people are into anti-aging, podcasts and blogs. If you don't know about David Sinclair, Google it. But a lot of, even on YouTube, there's several people experimenting, especially if they're more advanced in age. David Sinclair, yes. Different aches and pains and just how they experience themselves. But Lauren, if you look up NMN, like ovary rejuvenation, ovum mice study, it's very interesting. I think it's interesting. So I started taking it again. And it was a low dose, so they would just spike their water, and 6 weeks later, they were having mice litter like they were mice teenagers. Anyways, it's a good anti-aging generally, and you should check it out. There's a lot of different brands, and this was just a brand that I wish I could remember her name, and shout out her channel. Here, she's so cute. Her name's like Jennifer. I'll figure it out. Anyways, how are you guys? See, the only thing that now it's kind of not as colorful right in the middle. So I want color more on the inner part of my lips, but then it gets on my teeth. It's so hard. Life is so hard. I wish I could remember her name. I like her channel. She talks a lot about this and anti-aging and health. It's very similar to my channel, if you will. Is it okay to take just to rejuvenate your body? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly. It's not just for your ovaries. You don't have an ovary. No, it's not just for ovaries, you guys. That's just what I thought was an interesting point. This is a general anti-aging. It has so many. If you guys look back at my channel, okay, here, DIY Life. That's her name. That's her channel, and her name I don't remember. DIY and Life, Life and DIY. She tipped me to this brand. Life and DIY. She's so pretty and so cute. You guys should go just check out her channel. But if you haven't, put in the Google NMN and rejuvenation, because it's a full body, everybody, men, women, everything. I just thought that you guys might have heard me yammer on about NMN, and in particular, so an obscure rejuvenating point is that it also helps with fertility, with these mice at least. So I'm like, I'm willing to try that, since already, people are testing their cholesterol levels and different issues they have, with just getting older and aches and pains and stuff in their body. And they're charting. There's quite a few people on YouTube doing that, letting you know about their NMN journey. I think one might even be my NMN journey. And it's interesting so they're charting and showing different markers of health in their body improving. So it's definitely not just for ovaries. I just thought that was particularly interesting. I was trying this even before I was trying to get. Yes. Well, Lauren, this was like $60. It's a bunch of powder. There's definitely sublingual ones. There's some even, like Thorn has some that's mixed in with something else. Happy holidays! Thank you to my mom and my brother. My mom's here, Sparkster. I would definitely tell my brother that as well. So happy for 2021. Yes. It'll be here before we know it, and then I'll have to remember to put 21 versus 20, which is always a conundrum, but 20 was very fast, I felt. It was like, my mother is here. Her name's Ava. She's not right here, like, but she's on the, there she is. Happy holidays! Ava Corsa is me mum, and I wish she was physically here, but one day we'll be together. So we'll just have to be my Buddha. That's so interesting. You guys can hear me better without my fancy boom mic. Okay, so that's great. Oh, you were? Uh-oh. One thing that people are doing a lot in Los Angeles during the COVID is they're doing like wheelies, like all over. If there's a big intersection, you'll see all these wheelies, like in the middle of the night, people are race carring and then spinning, I guess, and making all these marks. It's really weird. I wonder if that's happening anywhere else or just in crazy Los Angeles. Drag racing, I guess. Why are they spinning though? They're specifically, I think, sounds very dangerous, but they're like trying to make burned rubber tire marks in the middle of the intersection, like big wheels, but totally drag racing. There's a lot of drag racing, so that's fun. Check out NMN. If you guys, I do have a video about it, and it is, I think, informative. Definitely referencing David Sinclair. He's got a book out called something about longevity and life, and I didn't find it really, I listened to it on Audible, and I do that a lot. That's really how I read. I listen to Audible books, which I've been a subscriber to Audible for like 10 years, but, and, you know, while I'm cleaning and doing all the sorts of tasks. And it didn't really find it that much more informative than just what you can get online. Are you gonna be doing samples of the eye cream? Rachel, darling, I do not think so. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Rejuvenate ovaries, yes! That's right, I'm talking about NMN. It's not just for ovaries though, testify. It's for everything, for rejuvenating everything. Yes, I was hoping we could get samples, like little samples of the eye cream, but eye cream will be, here's our eye cream, guys. Fresh Eyes will be available to the general public in about 2 weeks. There's a lot of little logistics and stuff, but we had like a brief little pre-order available for some of our most fave fans. I just want to, delicious. It's because of the blueberry, the organic blueberry oil. So yeah, we're not gonna have samples. I wish we could get like little samples. I mean, I will try and work on that and figure that out, but email us, info@goodface stuff, Rachel. Face stuff. Really rejuvenates ovaries. Is trying to get, I didn't quite hear. Thank you. They received many samples. I love it. Thank you, Tessa Vi. Yeah, so NMN, not just for ovaries, but I did come across a mouse study, you know, that these mice, these elderly mice, that they were giving this for a while, like 6 weeks or something. Then they started having litters like they were much younger. That was piquing my interest. So I had forgotten about that. I had taken some before just for general anti-aging, but now, since I'm trying to get pregnant again, I invested in this. But you can get other cheaper ones. There's the, I'm really into Doublewood is the name of a brand that I get a lot of, that I've got a bunch of nootropics that I can't really tell any difference, but they're on Amazon and they just seem very pure. They're out of New York. And how much is their NMN? There's a few different brands. This brand also has other products as well. Let's see, NMN, I'm just gonna look at generally on Amazon. And there's a lot of companies because it is an anti-Asia right now. It's so in. NMN Pro, 15 grams for $56. This one is 16 grams. NMN Sublingual, there's 125 milligrams for 22. So there's capsules and sublingual. I don't really know why sublingual is more expensive. I guess it's more potent. I don't really understand that. I don't really know that. There's some stabilized form. Yeah, check the other ingredients. I think this is just, that's a good point. Like my mother, it's nicotinamide mononucleotide. Really. So it's NMN for short. Nicotinamide mononucleotide. Like this is just pure, and I guess for some reason well, if you put things under your tongue, you know, like homeopathics and a lot of other things, it goes into your bloodstream more readily. Easily absorbed, yes. While as some other ones, I guess it's trying to bypass your digestive juices. Okay, so here's a third party tested, 250 milligrams from double wood. And it's, yeah, it all is to boost your NAD. Sure, Riri. NAD is in your cells. It's like the powerhouse of your cells, you know, and that declines, and I don't remember what that stands for. NAD, I don't remember it. NAD plus. NAD is, I don't remember. No, and I'm not going to Google it right now. NAD in your cells declines with age, and so all of these are precursors to NAD. NMN, and also there were a lot of people also take NR. What is it? I've made a video on that as well. Riboside, is it? It's like riboside, nicotinamide riboside. I think it is what it's called. Oops, I missed that. Can you? Sorry, I'm doing too many things. I missed your comment. If you would like to place it again, then I will respond. Anyways, Google NMN, and I encourage you to try it. And happy holidays! Are you excited for 2021? I'm so ready for it. As the dumpster fire of 2020, as everyone likes to call it. Let's hope there's no like asteroids or anything. Knock on wood. I just saw a movie about the end of the world in an asteroid. What's it called? It's pretty exciting. How are you guys? I wish you have happy holidays. I know that we have 2 more days. Is that right? 2 more days till, yeah, 2 more days. The end of this year. So I hope you guys should definitely check out NMN. This is pure NMN. Oh, so that's what we're talking about. So a lot of the other ingredients, like my mother is particularly sensitive. Will it completely 180 of this? Yes. I think it will. I have some astrology friends who are who let me know, and things are definitely going to look better. So what are the other ingredients? Like you want to make sure, like you might be, oh, thank you. Yes, it's found in all living cells, and that declines. And yoni pearls hormonal balance. Interesting. Yoni pearls. I have heard of like eggs that you like that are made of like rose quartz, fabulous things, and you do all these like vaginal exercises around them. People are into that. And I can see the benefit of that, especially if you have like prolapsed uterus and things like that. Is that what a yoni pearl is? Anyways, it's a cofactor central to metabolism. Interesting. And there's a lot of other things too, right? Not just metabolism, but a bunch of other properties that it's like the energy. It makes sense. You need energy in your cells, right? Energy for life, and it declines. Detoxifies fertilization tool. Is it like a suppository, or is it actual like stone, like a pearl? Roxy, Dea. I'm drinking my matcha. Kegels, yes. I've heard of like yoni eggs, just like a stone in the shape of an egg, that you could do Kegels. It's just like a little exercise tool. But that's different than what you're talking about, yoni pills, I believe. I don't need to hold this up anymore. Darlings. Yes, the yoni pearls are herbal oils that you just Google yoni pearls and it will see wonderful options. Cleansing and supportive fertilization. Interesting. I should look into that. Yoni pearls. Exciting. Yes, I did. That does sound interesting. Cleansing. Yeah, we'll look at that. I'll Google yoni pearls. Thank you, Roxy. We love sharing our recommendations. What do you guys think of this pretty bottle? Oh, why do I keep dropping that? So, all of our bottles are going to change this, like nice glass. I'm very excited. This doesn't wipe off with some of their other caps were like the metal was like thin enough that it would kind of deteriorate a little bit. But this is very higher quality. Remind me of when Jennifer Lawrence and Chelsea Handler ended up talking about Kegels. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yes. Yes. Anyways, you guys. So my phone is probably going to die very soon. Oh. Are we live still? Okay. Anyways, so I bid you guys adieu. I gave you a big hug. Ready? I give you a big hug. Where's the charger? I know. The charger, I hope it's working. Pat, Happy New Year! Thank you. I need to get a better phone. Saving up for a 12. Very excited. Actually, you can really see a difference. Yes, 20 to 100 Kegels a day. Wow, impressive. I'm definitely gonna look up the yoni pearls and get a better phone, like in a month or maybe a month and a half, and you guys will see a much better visual difference for our lives. I'm sure of it. And you guys, I know I still use my phone to video my videos, to tape them. Can you believe it? How is it out west? Well, it rained yesterday. It was a Christmas, right after Christmas miracle, and it was thundering and lightning the night before that, which was very scary for my cat. She was like one of those fireworks and stuff, which in Los Angeles, people set off fireworks just for any occasion. Well, nicotinamide in Greece. Really? You didn't find NMN? NMN? It's different. In fact, that's one of the reasons why the study hypothesized that maybe the low dose NMN worked better than higher dose, because a higher dose, they were thinking, might produce more more B3 basically, and not, it was either nicotinamide or just niacinamide in the body, and I don't know why that was necessarily not good for, yeah. It's definitely warmer though. So there's something about higher dose that I think, it's different. Nicotinamide mononucleotide, I think it's something to do with the level of the molecules being more absorbed, but some people take B3, I have heard, for rejuvenating effects, but it's different. And apparently, at least in this fertility, they were thinking maybe high doses isn't good. And I don't know why. Maybe your body's processing it out. I have no idea what. I don't remember the information, so I probably shouldn't talk about it. Yes. So the air is fresh here in Los Angeles because of a recent rain. And as you may know, we are in desperate need of rain. So normally it just seems like the weather is different anymore. Like the weather is, it usually rains earlier than this, and so everything's crispy. But when it usually isn't lightning in Los Angeles, lightning and thunder. Thunder and lightning is rare. And so that was very exciting. But it also created, I know in Northern California last year, all of those crazy fires. So I was like, oh no, hopefully there's no fire. You know, even though it's raining, you'd think that fires would be less likely. But other than that, just enjoying. I have a bunch of squirrels playing in a tree here, and I feed them walnuts, and they're getting really demanding anymore. They're like, they'll come up and like knock on my kitchen window, like, hello, where's my walnuts? Get that of hand. Was there, you were in LA in January 2019? You were? Well, those were the good old days. It does feel like a lot of people are, just Los Angeles feels, I'm sure in every city, it feels very different since COVID. I wonder how Europe is doing, and I'm excited for the vaccine. I can't wait to take it. Cannot wait. And maybe we'll get it soon, I'm not sure. Because I have a hookup who works in a doctor's office, and she, you know, the Pfizer one, we'll see. Sometimes they like need, I'm like on her phone, her Rolodex, about to say, if they suddenly need someone to run over there because it's about to expire. So who knows? Maybe I'll get it before. But I know there's so many people that need it, and we need all our frontline workers to get it first. Thank you, Riri. Okay, we've gotten past 30 minutes. Happy New Year. Okay, I'm just rambling on about vaccines. So I hope you guys are into vaccines. And actually, so they experienced no symptoms, because sometimes when you have like a flu vaccine or something, you're like, oh, I feel a little flu-y. But there was nothing, so that's reassuring as well. All right, guys. Sending you hugs and kisses and big snuggles for 2021. See you next year, which is next week. Arizona to meet the one and only Stan Lee for singing the rest of the way to Hollywood. Wow. What's my rising sign? Leo. Not Pisces, but I do have a lot of planets in the house of Pisces. So maybe that's why. Astrology. Okay, guys. Thanks for you knew it. Yeah, you were right. Okay, bye, guys. Lovies. Bye.